Konnichiwa, mina! Hello everyone! I'm here! I am here. Hi, ready to go for today. Sugoi, eh? Good, right? Thank you for the like, arigato. Okay, let's hope internet stays steady. Yesterday it went pretty smooth. I hope everyone's having a nice day so far. And a nice week as well. I had to jinx it, my internet's going down again and jumping up again. Okay, so it's still gonna be the same. Let's just hope it stays steady enough for a decent stream without losing anything, because I am gonna do Final Fantasy today as well. And we are going to do the story, more or less a lot of story. So we can finally actually get onto it. Because, you know, haven't done it in a while actually. Leveling the Dark Knight a little bit. So yeah, there's that. So we need to do some story. Later today, most probably Apex as well, because, you know, obviously we want to try and get better in the game. And for that to happen, we need to play the game. Practice, aim, etc, etc. But let's get into this. Because as you can... Ah, no, we're going wrong. It's this one. As you can tell, I'm actually already in a dungeon real quick. Just a level dungeon. After this one, we're gonna do story. But I couldn't wait. I wanted to play already. Also, it's almost weekend. One more day. One more work day for you humans. And one more YouTube work stuff for me. One more day. Hi. And then we can rest out a bit. We can rest a bit, we can stream more. All the good stuff. All the good stuff. So I hope you're all looking forward to it. Because it won't take a lot more. It's only today. And then tomorrow it's Friday. And then it's there. Weekend is there. Hi. So that's good, right? I hope like everyone's exams are going fine. It's kinda awkward, like super silent here. But you know, we need to study as well. Hi. Studies are important. Okay, so we Dark Knight actually just leveled up right before I started this stream as well. So he's now, what am I? Kinda stopped it here so this doesn't get over full. We are now 57. Pause. Pause. Well, let's take it. Just these two first. Easy. Then I have all my defensive skills. And then we are ready for a bit full. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a nice week. Almost over, so that's a start. Okay, here we go. Pick a pool incoming. Yeah. Oh, it's bigger than I anticipated, but we'll probably do fine. So far, so good. I can't cast Living Dead on myself because we're not that far. Oh, thought I was losing aggro here. And no, we have him. We have him. Careful though, healer, you're taking damage. Ellie, is that you lurking around there? Because I saw your goodbye yesterday. You little lurker. My nose. My nose is it. I'm actually still quite awake for being up already from 3:30 my. Hey. Up for a long time, but we're doing fine. No. Are you crawling back into your lurking phase, Ollie? I thought we got past that. I thought we got past that. Or are you like super busy with stuff as well? Pardon me. Pardon me, kappa. Because, you know, if you're like busy with stuff, then I understand, of course. It's quite laggy for you. Yeah, bye. Oh, does seem okay steady-ish at my side at the moment. It's all greens. It's all greens. It's all greens for today. For now, at least. Let me not jinx it again. It's out of my control if it's still laggy because I haven't changed any settings. It's literally just a human internet provider. You're also doing something. It's okay. It's okay. That joke. If you have stuff to do, you have stuff to do. I'm just gonna take. I don't want to dodge. I'm a tank. I am so looking forward to next Tuesday, honestly. I'm kinda curious what's up with the Apex packs, what's in there. Maybe there's a new, like, Valkyrie skin, that would be cool as well. Like, who knows? We'll see then, I guess. Nice, skeletons. Whoopsie. Take that reading here. Na 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 na. What the? Okay. Ah, yeah, bye. Wait, who pulled these two? Ba, 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 ba. Pardon me. Also, I think next time, if I do a Black Desert online stream, I'll first see if I can give like a quick explanation, because you know, I haven't actually streamed it, I think, a lot with you guys in here. I started off with my Black Desert streams, but I don't think I had a lot of active viewers at that time yet. So maybe you pups kind of deserve some explanation of how the game kind of works, so you at least understand it a bit more when I play it. Because No Get Lost Time was like, I have no idea what was going on, but it seemed cool. So like, to counter that a bit, I'll maybe explain in general how the game works, explain my class as well, a little bit more in depth maybe, and then you'll probably understand a bit more of what's going on when it's going. Bam bam bam. Because video is like a lot more fast paced than this game here. I was about to ask, does no one here know what to do? The only one hitting this thing? Oi, go man, that's like. Pardon me. Gomenasai. Sorry for the occasional yawn, okay? But I'm already up for a while. And I am tired though. A little bit. But in general, I'm kinda okay. I expected worse. Like, I think I'd even be able to do maybe some decent Apex. I do say maybe because my Apex is never super decent, you know? Smack, 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 smack. Ah. Taking damage like a boss. Because I can. GG. Good job, Healer. Okay, nice. Oh, it's story time. Okay, Samurai. Main story time. Where did we leave off? Alice and Alphana, unlikely allies. Let's see. Our Maelstrom friends seem notable more agitated than when first we arrived. Do you happen to know what that might be? Why that might be? A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to corroborate Rianje's information. Yes, but to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is pissing strange. Passing. Gomenas. Maybe I'm a little bit tired. Passing strange. Oh, no, nothing happened. Nothing happened. Well, there will be the time to think on this. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Pissing strange, if you ask me. Good job, Zenko. Really good job. Where is it though? Ah, found him. Probably. Gasp! And he runs away. Well, GG, well played. We're not gonna look for him. Lost them. I lost track of him. We go this time. Found him. Epa. You run away or I slice you open. Stay back! Away! Far back! I'm not a... it's no use. Pointless. Hopeless. No use. Run away, kobolding. Run away. Ah, I saw you. Please, don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, just talk. You wanna talk, then stop running, you baka. Where'd he go? Where'd I see thing between. No? Oh, there. Right. Okay, finally he stopped running away. This was stupid plan. Stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. Guy, he found me again. What to do? I come in peace, only to talk. Speak. Say, talk. But please, do not hurt me. So this is our Willy Kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Yes. Huzzah, we've got him. Fine work, science. So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Plotting to steal my crystals, were you? No. I came to talk, to ask for help. But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? Pikmin Gabu, of the 620th Order. At least, I will be Pikmin one day. Well met, Gabu. I am Elfino, and this is my sister Elise. Zenko, the man who found you, is our friend, and now that you know our names, we can be friends. Mina, chotto go manasai, be right back. I'm back, sorry. The Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him. Beat him, fight him, stop him! Gabu's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry. Raging, fuming, angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, he would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away, and I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace? I did not want to believe it, but I have heard tales of fossey fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12th, that is sickening. No one listens to Gabu, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gabu loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too. So please, help Gabu stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Yes, let's try. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to worst, we will require their support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready just in case. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 have mercy. They would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. Brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. Yes, let's do that. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them. And if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come. Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, several pots, each defended by a different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come, Gabu will lead you to the first cache. Okay, Gabu, let's go. Quickly! Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way! That's some far running though. Good thing we have a mountain we can fly. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Do you hear me, brother? Brother? Aye, it's just that... I'm quite certain the crate once bore Ishgardian's seal. Someone took great pains to remove all traces. Enough remains to make the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Cortes to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origin. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Vilbrand by another party. Most likely a pawn of the Ascians, Stankard speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? Never you mind about that. As Alice said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. This next one is the last and very large, very big, very huge, very large. How they always repeat the first word one time. The end. Very large, very huge, very big, very large. Ah! Missed it. Fate joined. What a bad timing. Found it. What about you, Zenko? Any luck? Nope. Nothing. But this cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spied. Spotted. Saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? The question is where to and why. But in Ogomoro, where they summoned Titan, was before and mean to do so again. It is the only explanation. What about mother and father and the others? We have to help them. And we will, Gabu, we will. Stay calm. We still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan's summoning. First, give me your crystals that I may deliver them into Commander Blodian's custody. You dare not take them into the bowel of the mountain. The crystals, Zenko, if you would be so kind. 2. Thank you. I shall deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Bloiden on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there is an Eatrite within Ugomara, mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action. But if this is what you would prefer, then Godspeed. This way. Flying into the mine. Flying. Flying. Why? Because I can. Ah. Locked. Yep. Toto. Ah. I take this as the Eaterite we seek. Right then, as soon as Alphen arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitable, heroic. Zenko, there's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Quickly, you clots! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer any further delays. Oop. Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Uh-oh. Mother? Father? Poke for the furnace. You monster, how could you? We are but servants of Lord Cracks. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh. He might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the Overdwellers. No, Alice. Not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. We would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course, cease your attempts to summon your god and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another piece to be abandoned at the Overdweller's convenience. Oathbreakers, all of you. Liars. Betrayers. Oathbreakers! You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live. That our god reigns the land of Ether and brings naught but suffering. Death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you and I did. I'm here, I'm here, I'm here. Oh, poor Gabu. Say something, please. 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 Uh-oh. Gabu did the thing. Gabu's summoning Primal. Oh no. Titan is back, boys. My pups, Titan is back. And stronger than before. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, wake up. Wake up! Wayo! Punch it! Punch it! Seven hells. He's looking at us. Oh no, looking at the little one. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Alfino, leave him to me. Carbuncle. Boink. We must away. We kinda do. Get him, Carbuncle. Carbuncle in these eyes. That's so silly though. By the 12th, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were like to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the supplications of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotion, this incarnation of Titan seems incapable of naught but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal, and the longer we leave him to bleed the land of Ether, the stronger he will grow. And should Titan be permitted to leave Ogomura, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Zenko, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Cracks once? Nope. Okay, apparently yeah, we'll. Thank you, my friend. Alice and I will tend to Gabu. When you have finished with the primal, look for us in Camp Overlook. We will be expecting you. There. Naval Heart. As a DPS, wait time less than 5 minutes. Antony? Nah, no way. Let's just do this as a healer, because it's gonna take forever. Draw, Scholar. Wait. Hey Sinray! Arigato for the like, thank you! Okay, there we go. How are you today? One more day after this and it's weekend, Sinray. Good news, right? Okay. Konnichiwa, minasan! Let's see, who of these is gonna take main time? Almost done with 2.0 questing. Nice. No, not a single tank is gonna take. Ah, okay, there we go, main tank. Yes, he will be main tank. Okay, let's see. Ah, gome. Gome nasai. Still playing white mage and black mage? Oh nice, he fell off. He's permadeath for the rest of the dungeon. Yep. Okay. Whoa. Black Mage will take a time before it gets a lot of fun though, I did warn you for that, okay? But you'll be a big turret in the game. Whoa, my bad here. You're just playing a Black Mage to have a DPS at the story ends. Yeah, I guess so. You need to be flexible for your free company. Hey, make sure you have fun, okay? I know they treat you nice and stuff, but if they start making you forced to do things, make sure you think of yourself, okay? It's super chill, okay. Cotto. Tasukete! Alright, we got him. We're gonna run treasure map runs. I'm gonna help you do coils? I don't even know what coils are. I don't even know. Ah, there he is. Did I not tell you he would return safe and sound? The deed is done then. Titan is no more. Good. There has been enough tragedy this day. He has been like that since he regained consciousness. I believe he can hear us, but he has made no attempt to respond. He's almost certainly still in shock, but we cannot discount the possibility that he succumbed to the Primal's influence. That proved to be the case. He must be put to death, like any other troll. Such is the Alliance policy. Yes? You have the right of it. But we must not rush to conclusions. After all, we once feared that Ysael's followers were beyond reason, and many have since laid down their arms and accepted Ishgard's peace. We can but watch, wait, and pray. What is the hardest ARR dungeons? Okay. There is not to be gained from dwelling on an eventuality over which we have no control, much less one which may never even come to pass. Let us tend to more immediate matters, informing Commander Bloyden of Titan's demise, for example. You may be certain that he will be glad of the news. Would you be so kind as to break it to him? Oh, okay, I already have some of those. Yeah, I have them. It's extreme. See, I have some extremes. It's for the mount. They give a chance for the mount. I didn't know there was much more story behind it, but I thought it was more mount related. Ah, here a sight for sore eyes. When the other came back with you, I feared the worst, but they said you had matters well in hand. All settled then, is it? I'm glad to hear it, but not half as glad as my men. I'll believe you, but all men will believe you me. Regardless of whether or not he was summoned properly, a primal's a primal, and there ain't a soul in the maelstrom that hasn't lost a friend to one. Don't get me wrong, like, we were all prepared to do our part, but we weren't so naive as to think that we'd live to tell the tale. Thankfully, of course, it didn't come to that, which, my friend, sounds to me like cause for celebration. Now, I know you lot have places to be, but why not stay the night? We'd be honored to raise a glass to the triumphant return of Titan's Bane. Okay, so it's not the extremes, it's still something else. Okay. I probably still have to unlock them.
Who goes there? Oh, it's you. Forgive me for straying from the camp. He hasn't been feeling too welcome, to say the least. I thought a change of scenery might do him good. But, alas. It's so quiet out here. The stars spread out before us, beckoning across time and space.
I also don't know much about
may
it.
banish even the darkest night. How bitterly beautiful, those words. I should be stronger for all my experiences, yet my heart aches more than ever. I never understood why Grandfather gave his life that day. I thought that if I came here, I would find the answers I needed. But when I finally laid eyes on the land he sacrificed everything to save, saw firsthand the bickering, the pettiness, I was disappointed. I was angry. I could not fathom how these people were more deserving of his love than his family, than me. Nevertheless, I had to believe he had good reason. I was determined to uncover the whole truth of the calamity and, perhaps in so doing, find my own purpose in this sea of chaos. My travels have been enlightening, but I cannot say that I have enjoyed them. I have lost count of the many petty crises that I was helpless to resolve and of the people whose actions I could not understand. There were others, of course. Good people. People with whom I felt a kinship, whose lives I could not save. I found myself asking what it was all for. Why try if I was doomed to fail in the end? But then I recalled Grandfather's words to my father, years ago, before he left Charlayan behind forever. To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. We must all protect that which we hold most dear in the manner of our own choosing.
I think I have that quest. I'll take a look
Do
later.
we not? Of course, it's one thing to try and another to do. There were times while I was tracking the warriors of darkness when I faltered, when I was afraid. But then I thought of my brother, of Urianger. Oh, pray forgive me. This conversation has been rather one-sided, hasn't it? Mayhap you could recount some of your adventures in Ishgard.
Estinian and Isael. Let's go with that story.
Gods! They must have been at each other's throats from dawn till dusk. I dare say you managed to keep the peace, though. Merely being in the presence of the Warrior of Light is surely enough to shame anyone into behaving. The hopes and dreams of so many rest on your shoulders, Warrior of Light.
I know. No pressure.
As long as the sun rises, we can but carry on. For the sake of those we hold dear.
Ah. Oh god, these warriors of darkness.
To what end dost thou cling to the tainted gifts of the Mother?
Every tool has its purpose. Even this. Well, what is it?
The seeds sown in Vilbrand have been plucked from the earth and left to wither. Alas, Titan's demise sufficed not to drive the kobolds to deepest desperation.
What did the man in white have to say?
That we are to proceed as he did first set forth.
Well, that's easy for him to say. It's not his bloody world on the brink of destruction, is it?
Nope.
Be thou well reminded that with an end to Ishgard's unrest, naught now remaineth to preoccupy the Scion's thoughts. And thus may they devote their every energy to thwarting thee and thine. I foresee only greater difficulties ahead.
Foresee? Are you sure you don't welcome them? I'm starting to think you might hold a candle for your old friends after all.
Old friends?
Pray do not mistake mine intent. I but look upon the path which lieth before us with due trepidation. Shouldst thou be of like mind, pray consider then another course. For the power to invoke the ardor belongeth not unto the Ascians alone. With thine own hand strike down thine enemy, the so-called hero who would see thy home lost to light. Do but this, and thou wouldst at a single stroke disrupt the all-too delicate balance of this realm, plunging her straightways into chaos.
This right guy is Urianger, isn't he? He talks the same. An old friend. Doesn't?
You do realize what you're suggesting, yes?
To ignore the plight of those one might conceivably save is not wisdom, it is indolence. The words of my teacher, and a creed I hold close to my heart.
Or is he?
Very well. Draw him out. We'll make it quick.
It shall be done.
Ah.
What good a creed one cannot uphold? What hurts soothed? What lives saved? Oh, hapless fool, what hast thou wrought by thine own hands? Minfilia, my friends, I shall not now beg your forgiveness. Full deeply though it paineth me to walk it, I shall not stray from my chosen path. As Moonbreeder remains steadfast,
Yeah, it's him.
so too shall I.
Talking about Minfilia and Moonbreeder like that, it's him. It's Urianger. Raider? Helping the bad guys. What you doing? What's he up to? That flippin' traitor. I actually have it here, see. Primal Awakening. It's this one with Alice. Okay. Fight your way through Castromosidus. Okay, so I actually already have it accepted. So I have it on the list to do. I have it on the list to do. What ho? Zinko, I trust you had a good night's rest. I was but this moment speaking with Tancred and Y'shtola via Linkpro, that they had some interesting news to share. Apparently during the course of their respective investigations, both came across crates which had once borne Ishgardian seals. It would seem that someone in the capital has been very busy. Accordingly, the Temple Knights have launched a full-scale investigation. Sir Emmerich believes that it is only a matter of time before the culprits are found, but we shall have to wait and see. In the meantime, it seems only prudent to look into the recent activities of the other tribes, in case they too are flush with Ishgardian crystals, and with that in mind, I suggest we pay Urianger another... wait, where is Alize? She was here a moment ago, with Gabu. No, not here. Where did she go? Where'd she go? Where'd she go? They're harder, so I need a party, you think, unsynced? Oh, there she is. Could be, but I'm not in a free company, so I don't have. Let me guess, it's time to leave, isn't it? My apologies for disappearing again. If it is any consolation, I have already packed my things. How is he? Brother, Commander Bloyden, something tells me you're not solely here out of concern for his welfare. But to answer your question, there has been no change. He will not speak or eat. I'm not even sure if he slept. If he did, he seems none the better for it. He just shuffles about with that same expression on his face. You will look after him, won't you, Commander? And treat him with every kindness? He's still in there, I know it. Beneath the anguish and the despair, he's still fighting with all his heart. He deserves to be given that chance, until he comes back to us. Till we know for certain what has become of him. Aye, you need worry. If he hadn't risked his neck to warn us and help you secure the better part of the crystals, this could have turned out damn sight worse than it did. We'll not soon forget that, and nor will Maelstrom Command. I'm so sorry, Gabu. I truly am. Should never have been made to. And I know I cannot possibly understand. Mayhap there is nothing I can do or say. The pain, the anger, the helplessness. Hold fast to the memories of better times. Remember them as they were. And when it hurts so much your heart feels fit to burn, To burst, let it burst. Let it burst and fill up again with your love for them, and never ever forget. Come along, little one. I will remember them. And you, Alice. Thank you. Hey, he spoke again. And that was about it. Have faith, sister. Your words have reached him. In time he will recover. And those who orchestrated these events will be made to answer for their crimes. A thousand times over, aye. There will be a reckoning. Turn to the waking sense. Ah. Still teleport there 9 times. Easy. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Ah! Shut up. Sorry. We have heard the glad tidings from Ogomoro, my friends. By the grace of the 12 and your most valiant efforts, the people of Linzalominza may rest easy. I should like to think so, yes. Though we failed to prevent the Lord of Crags from manifesting, we did succeed in weakening him. Enabling our friend to dispatch him before the Warriors of Darkness could make matters worse. It was by no means an unmitigated success, but it will have to suffice. Then let us speak of another matter, one which weighed heavy on my lady's mind. As thou didst request, I sought out the Garen oracles, that we might better understand the aims of the Warriors of Darkness. Though their copious use of allegory defied any single interpretation, the oracle painted a most disturbing picture. One of worlds parallel to our own, apart yet linked, reduced to ruin with every unmerled calamity. 7 times have they succeeded. 10 and 3, only 6 worlds remain. Aye, all is as my lady Minfilia spake unto thee. As for what becomed of these reflections when they and the source are rejoined, frail flesh undone in umbral fires, each soul surrendered to her call, flow into the endless sea, there to endure as one and none. Then if the Warriors of Darkness succeed, everyone in their world will die? In essence, aye, the verse speaks of renunciation of the flesh, and subsequent return to the lifestream. However, this fate may yet be preferable to the alternative. For if the first were to fall to transcendent light in the manner of the Warriors of Darkness described, it would give way unto a void, wherein none may know either life or death. Far better to die, they reason, for in that there is life. The essence of a soul which returned unto the source may be born anew, saved, such as at least is their belief, I surmise. If that is true, then, gods, no one should ever have to make such a choice. Ere we speak further on the subject, I would share with thee another recent discovery. It would seem that several sizable shipments of crystals have been delivered in the hands of a certain Alamegan parties. Alamegans? Strange, and you believe this to be the work of the same Guardian smuggler who supplies the beast tribes? I know beyond a shadow of doubt, and lest thou wonder at their motive, I would remind you that the Asians did once attempt to bring about the summoning of Ralgar. The individuals who took receipt of shipments are refugees belonging to a group devoted to the cause of Alamegan liberation. It may also interest thee to know that their Ishgardian suppliers appear to be none other than the remnants of Ellen Royal's network of spies. Surely you jest, and yet it is not so surprising. Bereft of leadership and hunted by the Alliance, I can well imagine such villains being desperate enough to conspire with Ascians, assuming they even know or care who their new employers are. All of which is irrelevant. Forgive me, we must seek out a resistance group which will receive the crystals without delay. Zenko, Alice, will you come with me to Little Alamigo? Yes, of course. I should like to hear what they have to say for themselves, firsthand. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. Oh. He. Elfino, Alice, Zenko, are you three listening? Wait, I have tidings. Oh, it's Tancred. The Temple Knights raided the smuggler's warehouse less than an hour ago, and cursory interrogation of the prisoners yielded confirmation that they were in the employ of and I hope you are sitting down, a man in black robes. Then you have them, and the crystals too? What few remained, regrettably, it would seem they dispatched one final shipment in the hours before we struck. It was bound for Little Alamigo, we are told, where it will be received by members of a local resistance group. Since Sir Emmerich's men no longer have need of my service, I have a mind to head that way. As do we, by happy coincidence. We learned of the shipment but few moments ago. Ah, and there I was thinking I might finally be one step ahead of the Warrior of Light and his little helpers. Ah, wait a moment, there is more, and I defy you not be surprised by this revelation. The leader of the Ishgarian smugglers was formerly in the play of one Ellen Roy, the famous Ivy herself. Once again, Tancred, I fear I must inform you that... Tancred, with whom else have you shared this information? About the smugglers? No one, as I think I mentioned the raid was less than an hour ago. I was planning to contact Y'shtola next, but there is someone else you would have me notify first? No, there isn't. Eh? What's wrong, Alice? Think she don't trust, What in the world has gotten into her? It's twice now that we have sought Urianger's aid, and twice she has treated him as if he were a stranger. The Archon was one of Grandfather's most dedicated pupils, and spent as much time at the Levier estate as we did. He's practically a member of the family. Truth be told, I struggle to recall a day from my childhood when I did not see the three of them laughing together. If this continues, I may have to raise the matter. Later though, Little Alamigo awaits. English went brr. Bro. Na na na. I will get to the bottom of this. Oh, forgive me, it has been a long day. Did you have something to say? Urianger? Oh, I've always struggled to understand what's going on in his head. Now more than ever. Listen, Zenko, if anything should happen, it should be me who... Just know that I am prepared to do what must be done. Right then, two more pressing matters. Since we have no idea when Tancred might arrive, I suggest we see what information we can gather in his absence. So, to review, we are reliably informed that members of the Alamigan resistance operating here have taken receipt of several large shipments of crystals, our task being to ascertain who and why. Given the size of the settlement, I find it hard to believe that anyone here could be wholly unaware of the resistance movements. The challenge, of course, will be finding individuals who are both able and willing to share such information with outsiders. It would seem sensible to divide our forces. Zenko, why don't you question the residents in the eastern half of the town? Alice and I will do the same in the west. And afterwards we can rendezvous here to share our findings. Okay, I have other plans. Hey, shut up. Good try. Actually got a queue as a bard. Nice. Kinda wanna level my bard as well. I've already done the level, so it's not... Okay. Story me. Right. Let's go. I had a lot of fun with the bard on the first playthrough, so I kind of want to level it up as well. Get it to the... Let me guess, come to join the fight, have you? No need to deny it, friend. You're not the first to answer to the Griffin's call. While he's lit a fire in every Alamegan's heart, he's also inspired more than a few old nuns to pledge themselves to the cause. And little wonder, the Guardians won't stop until we're all under the yoke. Come here. I see you there going around asking questions, looking for the Griffin and his Lord Albert. Seems they're the talk of little Alamigo these days. Folk wondering what he's about, what he's got in store for the Guardians, and what's under that mask of his, of course. Some say he's hardly got a face with all the scars. Others reckon he's been marked for that by the Empire, and that they'd send a bloody legion if they knew he was here. So, your guess is as good as mine. Superhero hiding his true identity. The Resistance. Damned if I know. It's not as if I'd be any use to them. If you set store by all these tales of secret weapons, good luck to you. But I'm too old for the masked bedtime stories. This is our lot, and it's time we got used to it. Oh, shut up. No. I suppose I should ask what you've learned, but I think I already know. The Griffin seems to be the leader of a newly formed action within the Resistance, the Masks, yet despite their growing popularity, no one seemed to know much about them. Only that they are the most aggressively militant group to join the movement in recent memory. Indeed, many claim their commitment to the cause of Alamegan liberation is unrivaled. We can but hope their revolutionary fervor is never channeled in the direction of a primal. So I feel confident, yeah, indeed, that this group, which received a crystal shipment, we yet lack proof. Before taking any action, I would speak with the settlement's leader to confirm my suspicion, and mayhap enlist his help while I am about it. Given that you and Gundabald were already acquainted, perhaps it would be best if you took the lead. Shall we? Yeah, why not? Okay, why not? Let's go. I'm hungry. Go on, sorry. Much as it pleases me to see you again, Zenko, I cannot help but wonder if I should be worried. I hear you and yours have been asking questions. Just a few, not too many. The Griffin, I know of him, as do we all. He and his masks have become a leading faction within the Resistance. Though there was suspicion at first given his secretive ways, he quickly proved himself a charismatic and capable commander. Men are drawn to his passion and his vision. They truly believe that he has what it takes to lead them to victory. Even I cannot help but admire the man for what he's accomplished. I have not forgotten Willard. I was blind to the danger of his ambitions, and for nothing. Griffin will soon deliver a speech to our people and the sunken temple of Korn. Go and see him with your own eyes, weigh his words with your own heart. How convenient. It is but a pity Tancred is not here to join us. You two go on ahead, I shall stay behind and wait for you. Exit there. Okay, exit there. Aha. Ba-ba-da. Has it begun already? I hear voices coming from within. Cutscene time.
Brothers and sisters, 20 years ago, Alamigo, our home, was claimed by the Garlean Empire. In our haste to overthrow the King of Ruin, we turned a blind eye to our foes in the north. With our glorious revolution, we but laid a path for a new tyrant to succeed the old. And when confronted with our failure, we fled. Not a day goes by that I do not think of those we left behind. Think of them and feel ashamed. And I know each and every one of you feels the same. We abandoned them, our own flesh and blood, to labor till their backs gave in and their breath gave out. Building the twisted steel ramparts which now mar our once majestic mountains. We abandoned them, the brave and true, to fight and die for their country, or worse, to be conscripted and sent off to rob another poor bastard of his home. We abandoned them, the meek and powerless, to bow and scrape when the Garleans pass, to sully themselves that they might live to see another day of misery. The Black Wolf may be dead, but a new Imperial Viceroy reigns in Alamigo now. A beast, not a fraction as merciful. You all know the Eorzean Alliance will do naught to oppose him. For all their promises and platitudes, they will not act if there's no profit in it. Only we can free our brothers and sisters from the Empire's tyranny, my friends. Only we have the courage to stand and fight. They have imprisoned us. They have enslaved us, and they have murdered us, but no more! Blood demands blood, and the Garleans shall pay for every drop they have spilt upon our lands.
Good speech, though.
This I promise you, for we have a power within us, my friends. A power befitting our pride, our righteousness. Only join us, and we shall grant you the means to unleash it, and together we shall see the Alamigan standard raised over the mountains of Gia Albania once more!
A power befitting their pride. Not at all ominous, that. Wait, is that...
Stola? Papalimo
What
and
are you two
Ita.
doing here?
I could ask you the same thing.
Well, this is quite the surprise.
If you see what I see, if you feel as I feel...
Might I suggest we continue this conversation in more agreeable surroundings?
For it is not strength of arms that will win this battle, but strength of heart.
Well, we knew they survived, right? We already saw them in a different cutscene earlier. We already knew. Hey, now they're back. Now they're really back. Words cannot express how glad I am to see you both alive and well. And you, though it was pretty obvious you and Zenko would be fine. The Crystal Braves never had a realistic chance of capturing any of the Science, divided as they were and distrusted by a better part of Eorzea. But if you truly believe that, forgive me, what exactly have you two been doing all this time? Repaying a favor. After the banquet we had no choice but to flee Ul'dah, and we would not have been able to do so without the aid of some old friends from the Resistance. That's right. They smuggled us out of the city and sheltered us in Little Alamigo, all at great risk to themselves. Obviously, we couldn't let that go unacknowledged, so we offered to help them out with their operations for a while. When we learned of the Science X generation that Lolorito had severed all ties with the Crystal Race and that General Rabon had been reinstated, we resolved to make contact, but having long since discarded our link pearls as a precautionary measure, our options were rather limited. To make matters more complicated, we were embroiled in a delicate operation at the time, leaving me with little choice but to entrust a letter to a courier. I gather from your puzzled expressions, however, that you never received it. To be honest, we thought this might happen. While the masks are happy to let the refugees spread the word within the community, they're pretty strict about communicating with outsiders. When we also heard a rumor that the Griffin doesn't want us meddling in his affairs. The Griffin mistrusts the science of the Seventh Dawn. Curious. It is well known that we are no friends of Garlemald. One would think the man we saw beseeching all and sundry to join his cause would welcome our support. Ah, I should say the man you saw was not in fact a Griffin, but an impersonator, and a talented rebel-rouser to boot. It would not surprise me if he were responsible for the majority of these public appearances. As you may have gathered, the Griffin is an extremely cautious and distrusting man who has made every effort to conceal his identity. Even when we participated in the raid under his direct command, we were not permitted to approach him. It's hard to know what to make of it all. The secrecy, the impersonators, the masks. The masks. What? It's not even mine making all of you wear one, and mine only covers half of my face. It's completely different. Anyway, when we heard the Griffin was due to give a speech, we thought it might be a good opportunity to get a better sense of the man behind the... get a better sense of the man. For all the good it did. And now you have heard the whole of it. But tell me, what prompted you to take an interest in the Griffin? Oh, please, not too long, I want to do this one. Summoning? You're not serious, I can't believe it. The Resistance would never even entertain such a ridiculous plan. The Griffin, well, the man is an enigma. I cannot say with any confidence that he would not. What I can say, however, is that the speech we heard today was not the first to make power. Okay, possible alluding to a primal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to skip the cutscene. I wanna do this... I commence. Or it's too late. I don't think we missed a lot, but I'll check it later. Konnichiwa, mina. Oh boy. So, Chotto. This one looks awesome. What is that? Eastern Lady Errant. Non La. Are you liking the game still a lot so far, Sinray? Liking the story? Because as mentioned earlier, it's a heavy story-driven game, of course. But it does a good job at it anyway. I don't mind. Ah, the healer's not here. Oh. Oh. Lol. Okay, we're... The tank asks a vote kick for the healer. We say no because the healer is here and not AFK. pam 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 pam. Pam 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 pam. Pam padam. Pow. Pow. Pow 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 pow. Ouch, ouch, pow pow. Go away, go. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's just too funny to do. Good. Damage dealt increased by 1. Lol. Well, that's worth it. Hey, we leveled up. 34 now. Ah, shut up. You're not supposed to be here. Neither are you. Na, 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 na. Ah, ya va. お前やめろ。 Ah, ちょっと。あ。Eh? What'd she talk about this time? Okido. Bow, bow. This healer is hard to impress, apparently. Da-da-da-da. Ah, yeah, bye. Okay. Keep going. Keep going. Was kind of hoping on leveling up there. Apparently not. I was hoping on leveling up there. But we did level up in the 34. Look, it's a part. If, as you suspect, Griffin is indeed plotting to summon a primal, we must needs obtain confirmation while there is yet time to act. To that end, I propose we question his double. Given his role as the group's de facto mouthpiece, I should not be surprised if he were one of the Griffin's closest associates. And while he may not be aware of the most sensitive details, he can probably tell us the mask's plan in the broad strokes. Like the man whom he impersonates, however, he is wary of the outsiders. He will not expose himself without a suitable incentive. My plan is as follows. You and Alpha Noble pose as adventurers fallen on hard times, inspired by his words to take up arms for a noble cause. Ida and I, as members of the Resistance, will recount tales of your past achievements and testify as to your usefulness in the struggles ahead. With our enthusiastic assurance still ringing in his ears, he will decide to welcome you in person and we will arrange a meeting. You will need to look the part that we might maintain the charade, until we have him cornered at least. Here, this should be enough to purchase suitable garments from Talbot, and to have him rub a respectable amount of dirt on them for good measure. Any questions? How much dirt are we talking about? It all seems simple enough, thank you. And with that, Zenko, let us be off. How much dirt exactly are we talking about? I kinda wanna know that. Kinda curious to the amount of dirt you're gonna throw at this fox deity. Hi. You want to buy what? I don't know what you're up to, but I want no part of it. Well, you're the ones with the gill, and seeing as you're friends of Papalimo, here and there, the tunics and slops for both of you. Tailored and treated to your tastes. Now off with you before someone sees us together. Clothes make the man, as they say. Right then, I will go and change and see you at the spot Papalimo marked on our... Ah, okay, just two parts. This and this. The exit. Well, look at us, a pair of downed heel adventurers seeking chance to recapture past glories. Yes, this should suffice, and now we'll play the waiting game.
My thanks, comrades. You must be the esteemed adventurers of whom I've heard so much. I understand you have taken an interest in our cause.
A great interest, you might say. Your words have certainly made quite an impression on my friend and I. The Resistance has long, and some would say wisely, avoided open engagements with the Garleans, but you and yours seem confident against the world in arms. I can only assume you have good reason to be so bold. Why, one might even think you are planning to summon a primal. Because that would do much to explain the sizable shipment of crystals you recently received from your smuggler friends, whom our Ishgardian allies have since detained, lest you wonder.
I'd like to hear more about the Griffin. The real Griffin. Your performance earlier didn't fool us.
Ah, the famous scions of the Seventh Dawn. I should have known better than to think I could conceal the truth from you lot. You are right. I am not the Griffin, but I speak with his voice, and it was at his behest that we procured those crystals. You are wrong, however, if you think that we procured them to summon a primal. We used them to reach an accord with the Amalja. In exchange for crystals to summon their god, they will aid us in the fight for Alamegan liberation.
Still a primal.
You've got to be joking. Have you gone completely mad? When people find out you helped the Lizardmen summon Ifrit, they'll turn on the Resistance. Alamigo will never be free.
This isn't a fairy tale, girl. We don't have the luxury to play at being honorable heroes. It's because the likes of you wouldn't sully your saintly hands that Alamigo's been under the yoke for the past 20 years. But the Griffin won't stand for it, and neither will we. We're ready to do whatever it takes.
What proof do you have of this arrangement with the Amulja?
What? Aside from a lack of crystals? None. But the beastmen have a great big pile of the things if you fancy looking. You might want to hurry, though. It'll not be long before they summon their god.
Ifrit.
Search our camp if you don't believe me. We have naught to hide.
We have not to hide.
If there is a cache to be found, Ida and I will find it.
Then let us be off. Are you perchance the Warrior of Light?
No.
Aye. I thought so. You should know that a great many who have joined us did so because you saved them. Because you showed them that one brave man can make a difference. You saved me too once. Helped a friend over in Quarry Mill make some medicine I needed. But that was a lifetime ago. On behalf of my brothers and sisters, I thank you. You gave us hope where there was none, courage and strength when all was lost. We shall not squander your gift.
I know that look, Ida, and I do not like it. You cannot seriously be contemplating taking up arms with that band of cutthroats.
I just...
If the Griffin and his men have their way, it is only a matter of time before the situation in Alamigo comes to a head. Your homeland's future teeters on a knife edge, and any reckless action, however small, could have irrevocable consequences. You mustn't lose sight of that, Ida. When the time comes, we must all make our choices, but we must do so in full possession of the facts. Now, let us away. There is work to be done.
Aye, let us away. Garuda, you're always in my way though. Sorry, Melisette, do you remember? Forgive me, you cannot be expected to recall every name and face, and besides, it's not as if it matters. I have long admired how you live in the present, how you focus on the problems in hand and always keep moving. So let us keep moving forward together, Zenko. We must find and secure those crystals. This is no time for looking back. Need the money. If we take the Griffin's double at his word, then the crystals are now somewhere within Zaharak, ready to be put to use by the Amulja. We must apprise Elisei of all we have learned. I will join you both in Little Alamigo after I have changed. Okay. Hi, Tanker's here now. Now that Tankard has finally arrived, mayhap you could share your latest findings? You mean to tell me that while we were worrying ourselves sick, Ida and Papalymo were here all along? Well, Y'shtola will be relieved and also angry. Mainly angry, I should think. As for the crystals, what choice do we have? We cannot very well leave them in the hands of the Amulja. For all we know, they could be preparing to summon Ifrit as we speak. We must make for Zaharak without delay. Agreed. If there's not else to discuss, let us depart at once. And so they go forth, in accordance with the Griffin's plan. The players gather to assume their marks on the stage wreathed in flame. Ere long the curtain shall rise, and the drama of which I am author, gods forgive me, shall at last be performed. Naught else remained, save to stand at the ready and pray that the chance is seized, for never shall we know its like again. What did you do? But that's going to be for a different time, or another time, because I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna teleport my kitty all the way to New Gridania and call it a day here. Oh, chatto matte, hang on. First, I need it. Hang on, I'm gonna stand in the glowing light. There we go. Screenshot time, everybody smile! Okay, thank you, wait. You bad. Mina! On that note, arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you very much everyone for watching. Hope you had a fun time. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm gonna take a bit of a rest because I'm awake for a quite long time already, and I'm getting hungry, so I wanna get something to feed me with. Hi. And I'll probably do an Apex stream later today. I don't know exactly when, because maybe I have to go for a tiny bit. I'm not sure. I will see, okay? Thanks you all for joining, and hope to see you in the next one, okay? Bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.